Hello, hello. So I just want to real quickly come on and say something. um, I know that seen, you might have seen that I have just returned from Cambodia on Sunday, and today is Friday. So I'm sharing more on social media and in my blog about that um, as I try and address groups of people and just let them know what I experienced and what my thoughts were as I have come back. I actually have a lot more to share about that, and I thought I would do that later. Actually, I'm kind of waiting on our church presentation at for the local people. If you want to come out, it's on the 1st of December, Sunday, the 1st of December, not this Sunday, but next Sunday at the 11 o'clock service there, where you'll get to hear some of the songs that we sang and hear what we did and hear from the others who have been able to go and see the wrap up video from the time that we were there. So if you're able to come to that, come on out. So I think after that, though, then I will share more of my thoughts of what I have been telling a few people individually or kind of like in smaller groups about what I have gotten. And that's pretty exciting to see how God's working in that area. So I can't wait to share that with you, but it'll be a little bit before I post anything about that. Anyway, this right here, though, I wanted to share something that I was thinking about before I left, and it was kind of brewing, and now I just want to say it so that I can do it. Sometimes I need to let people know first, and then I do what I said I was going to do. I don't do that in every area, but for this, I feel like I need to do this. So, because I just can't be quiet. Okay, so one of the things that I saw and I thought about again, but I was already thinking about this before, but just there are basic questions I think that people have about God and about just wanting to hear maybe validation about what their understanding is about what God is saying in the Bible, and just application type questions and things like that. And we did like a question and answer thing where people would submit questions that maybe they didn't want to ask out loud, and the pastor took time to think about it and come up with his answer. And I thought I would like to do that. I would like to answer questions and challenge myself to look into God's word, and from the things that I've learned over the years and from what I see in the whole of the Bible, what does God say? What do I think God says based on what he says and what I have learned? So I'd like to call that Sincerely Sejana. It's actually a blog suggestion when I was thinking of going with a paid blog, and I needed to come up with a name, and I asked friends about this name, and I ended up on SejanaShines.com, but a close second was Sincerely Sejana. And so the whole idea of this question and answer type video series that I will start probably next week is just like, here's my answers from me to you, like me talking to you, kind of like here's what I would say if we were sitting down having coffee and you asked me this question. This is what I'd say, and this is the passages, or what I kind of want to talk to you about it as if from me to you, with sincerity and with like no question is a crazy question. It's kind of like just you want to know, and I want to see if I can help you understand, or if I don't understand, I'll grow too, and just the challenge of being able to share something with you that in a way that you can understand would be great. I know that sometimes when people know a lot about a subject area, and I'm not saying that I do, I'm just trying to give an example. So sometimes when people know a lot about something, like my husband, he may know a lot about computers, and I ask him a computer question, and he gives me some answer that's like way up here, or he talks to me like I should know already. And I feel like you're talking to me like I am a dummy or something like that. I don't want to do that. I constantly remember, and I'm very aware that not everybody, I mean, we got to start somewhere. And I remember starting somewhere as an adult when I came to know God, and just trying to understand God's word more. And I remember what that was like. And so I'm so grateful for someone that took the time to help me get familiar with the Bible and to understand. And I kind of talked about that more in my testimony video that I just posted recently, if you haven't seen that already. So, all right, bottom line is, these are my goals for the future, and I wanted to share that with you. One, I wanted to start this Sincerely Sejana video question and answer thing. And I'm kind of hoping that it will also involve other people, where they can ask me the question and I can answer the question, rather than me looking at a phone or something like that, because I'm talking to nobody, at first. I really like the discussion of being able to talk with someone and they're asking me the question. So getting people on camera, though, that makes a lot of people nervous. So I understand that. So maybe I could have a fill-in of somebody who wants to help me in that. It might be different people each time, but that's kind of like what I have in my mind. Something like that. And so if you ever heard of Pastor John on the desiringgod.org website, if you've heard of that series, Ask Pastor John, he has a YouTube playlist of all the questions that he's been asked over the years, and I guess that is kind of like a model of it, except for his is just audio. So I'd like to also incorporate video. And he is a pastor. I'm not a pastor. And he is really old. Like, I don't know how old he is. At least 70, I think, or more. I don't know. He's visually old, but his answers are trustworthy. He goes and he shows you from the word why he came up with the answer he came up with, and he just tries to expound on God's truth. And I kind of want to do that. And I know I don't have the platform that he has, and I know I don't have the education that he has, but I do have what God has given me, and I do believe that it is helpful to many people. So I just kind of want to be consistent with it and kind of do that. So where will I get these questions from? I'm going to get them from questions that people ask me when I meet with them regularly and things come up. Or not, they may not have asked me it, or it may have come up and I thought, oh, this is a good question. So I might get it from that, or I might get it from you actually sending me a question. You can go on my blog. There's all my contact information up there in the social media areas. Or you can just email me at SejanaShines@gmail.com. You just plain old email me the question and I'll address it. But that's what I hope to do. So that video series, and then also I wanted to just let you know a couple other things that I hope to do. And if you have any thoughts about it, or if you know how you can help me with that, then just let me know. One is I want to redesign my blog's look. I don't like the way it looks. I haven't liked the way it looked for a while, but I don't know how to reorganize the information that I have on there. So I have been told by several people that I sometimes give out way too much information or in where it becomes overwhelming to the listener. I'm thinking, let me give you all in case you're interested, but a lot of times people are not interested. So I just want it to be, when you look at it, you feel peace, and yet things are organized and it's easy for you to find what you need. So I don't know what that needs to, how that needs to be organized. I don't know, but the way it looks now, that's not it. That's not what I'm that's not it. So if somebody has an idea how to reorganize my things, at first, when I first started the blog officially, like really started blogging, it was when I moved here. So that was a little bit over a year ago. So in that time, and when I first started, I really didn't know what I was going to be writing about. But over time, I've found the things that I actually am passionate about writing about and I continue to write about are things about God. Are meaning how God is working, how I see God working in my life or in other people's lives, encouraging others to be obedient and follow Him. I'm always interested in anything related to leading others and leadership and struggles. Those seem to be things that keep popping up and that I keep writing about. I do have a heart for the lost and a heart for those that are curious, and also a heart for those that are kind of new to things, but they want to know more. And so so that is my target audience, is those people who are curious, they want to know more, and I want my information to be useful to those people, that they would want to, that they, when they come to either talk to me or use any of my resources that I'm able to point out to them or use or provide, that they would leave with understanding, more understanding in that area, that they would leave with maybe some practical uses, or that they would be able to explain it to someone else using like a real life example, or that they would just be encouraged to continue seeking after God as they already are, and even more. So that's my hope. Also, I started something new with my testimony blog, is that I audio recorded me reading it, and I posted that on there for those that are busy and they don't want to read all the text. They could just press play and I'll read it to them. I think I've seen that on other blogs and I thought, this is great. I can wash dishes and know what you just said. So I think I'm going to keep doing that. Let me know if that's helpful. I do have some local events for those of you that are local that I'm going to start doing, that I've been thinking about and mulling over as well. Basically, it's gearing up to If Gathering 2020. That's going to happen in February. So that's is a great, this year will be the third year that I'm hosting. Still thinking about where I'm going to host, if it's going to be in my home again, but that's just a great tool and resource that everyone can participate in. So I'll be talking about that more later. And then lastly, I will share that it was suggested to me that I include some way that people can donate to me if they, just want to support me in the things that I'm doing. I don't work right now for money. I do work very hard, but I don't get paid for anything, which is fine. Like that's fine. But the reality of it is, in 2.5 years, my husband will be retiring from the Army, and then it's my turn to do something to support the family. And so I would really love to continue doing things like this, like discipling others, like filling my schedule with, ongoing discipleship meetings where we go over biblical material and I see them growing in their lives. That's what I do with my time now. Or teach Bible studies or mentor and lead in various ways. Like I would love to continue to do that and support my family at the same time. So it was suggested that why don't I put that on my blog, put it on social media, that here's a way you can donate if people feel like they want to do that. And so I got to figure out how to do that. And if someone does donate or wants to one time or regularly, you know, I should probably keep track of how I'm using the money. But believe me, the money, you know, I it's just gonna show my husband basically and my family that, you know, this what I'm doing is of value. I know it is of value because I see the growth in the lives of the people that I'm able to meet with and talk to, and I see the people that they impact too. So I know it is of value, but sometimes you just, you know, I I should probably put that out there as something that I want to do. And I said that was the last thing. I want to say one more thing. That's probably going to lead to something more in the future, which I guess I don't. So when I was, should I talk about this now? Okay, I'm not going to talk about it yet, but I'll just say that we don't know what God has planned, and I'm just so excited about the possibility of following God's lead. I mean, I'm already doing that, but to just see where it will go and seeing things that are happening now that I can see threads of it from my past, and I can see how it all is connecting, and it's just exciting to see what the future may hold and how God is orchestrating things that are beyond me to make it happen. So, as I continue to just follow God's lead, because I don't know his ultimate plan for my life, but he does, I'm just excited to kind of like have you on the journey with me and continue to like share where I'm at, because I know that there are new leaders coming up behind me. And I just want to encourage you as you lead coming up behind me, whether you're older than me or younger than me. I just want to encourage you in whatever it is that God has for you to do. So I'm Sejana. My blog is SejanaShines.com, and the name of this video is going to be, the name of the video series that I was talking about is going to be called Sincerely Sejana. So I hope you're able to tune into that, and I hope to start that starting next week. So you'll hear and see more about that on social media. So thanks for watching and tuning in, and please drop me a line if you have any suggestions of how I can do this better, especially with the website or just what I'm hoping to do. If you have skills and talents in those areas and you can help me do what I'm doing better, please let me know. Okay, so look forward to hearing from you, and thanks for tuning in. See you later.